You know, I wish we would get one day or 1 week where we don't have to hear anything about some controversy going on. Because now, apparently, Sony says that some name called the R Shop is racist, and they took it out with a day one patch, and it's stupid. This is the article Game Rant, and says the following: Stellar Blade update will remove unintentional references to racist language. Sony announces Stellar Blade will receive a day one patch to remove problematic graphic that is unintentionally reference a racial slur. Sony announced the day one patch for Stellar Blade will remove an unintentional reference to a racial slur, while initial reviews for Stellar Blade lauded Shift Up's action adventure game on a particular image taken from a review copy, highlighted a likely accidental but problematic graphic in the game. Active members of the gaming community will likely already recognize Stellar Blade Shift Up's bombastic third-person action game, which has already garnered attention for its over-the-top action and eye-catching character design. The excitement surrounding the game has reached an all-time high, with Stellar Blade even becoming the most pre-ordered game on the PlayStation Network store following the release of its action-packed gameplay demo. However, as players came closer and closer to the game's release, and early reviews for Stellar Blade came pouring in, some online users spread screenshots of what appeared to be an unintended allusion to a problematic term. Yeah, and it doesn't exist. Sony took notice of players' concerns and announced it will be removing the graphic with an update, as reported by IGN. The Japanese tech giant claimed that the company had no intention of denigrating or discriminating against any racial or cultural group, and that the screenshot's problematic reference was unintentional. The infamous screenshot itself was centered on two graphical elements. The first was the texture for a piece of graffiti that simply read hard. Hard. When added to the neon sign for the in-game R Shop. Some players were worried that the accidental combination might spell trouble for the developers. Okay, so hard R Shop. So there was no letter N in the shop. It was just called Hard R Shop. What's so offensive about that? Hard R Shop. It's like when Saints Row used to call one of the shops, the store Freckle Bitches. Remember that? And Rim Jobs. Then they changed it to Jim Robs. I don't get this. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Seriously, in my opinion, because they did that, don't support the game. Don't buy it now. That's my opinion. If you still want to go get it, hey, whatever floats your boat. But you know the old saying, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile? Well, it holds true, because if we're allowing this to be patched out, what else could they might take away from what the game is supposed to have? It's just really fucking stupid. Like, fucking woke culture. Sony announces fixes in Stellar Blade's Day 1 patch. Sony also clarified that the developers at Shift Up had similarly not intended to reference a racial slur in their artwork. Fortunately for Sony, the mistake itself is easily fixable, and the company revealed it was taking swift action by removing the problematic graphic from Stellar Blade at launch through a Day 1 patch. So, a graphic saying Hard R Shop is somehow offensive. Oh my god. I'm face bombing at this moment, because this is the problem with social media and gaming journalists. They think everything is offensive now. And by Sony doing this, catering to these people, it's not a good sign, okay? This should not be allowed to exist in gaming. If I come out of a game and I put something in the game, I want it to be in the game. I mean, what the hell's next? Is some dirt that ends up in water and somebody washes their face and gets dirt on their face, is somebody going to call that racist next? Like, what is next now? Leave your thoughts below. My God. This video is over. I just can't believe the amount of stupidity of this situation.